Hello and welcome. Unfortunately, if you are looking for a way to install Windows 11 on Oracle VirtualBox software, I'm afraid to say it is not an applicable solution right now. I'm talking here about the official release of Windows 11, not the beta release which released back in July this year. In order to emulate or set up or install Windows 11, you need to meet certain requirements. One of these requirements is your device must have what is called Trust Platform Module or TPM version 2. And unfortunately, Oracle VirtualBox still doesn't support this feature, doesn't support this capability. Oracle VirtualBox could emulate CPU, emulate memory, video card, but it is not emulating TPM until this moment. The current release of Oracle VirtualBox is dated back to July this year, and in this release, we still doesn't have the TPM module emulation capabilities. So until Oracle add the support for TPM emulation in their software, we will not be able to use VirtualBox to install Windows 11 on it. In order to install Windows 11 in a lab environment or in a virtual machine, you can use VMware Workstation for this sake. In order to install Windows 11 on VMware Workstation, all what you have to do is simply follow the steps that I am going to illustrate in this video. The first step in order to create a machine that is compatible with Windows 11 is first to create a machine with 4 GB of memory and 2 virtual core CPU and video card that has at least 128 megabyte of memory. This is a requirement in order to get enhanced or perfect setup for emulating Windows 11 on VMware Workstation. The most important aspect other than memory and CPU is that you need to encrypt the virtual machine. After encrypting the virtual machine, you will be able to add the TPM module or emulate TPM module on VMware Workstation. So let's see how to do this thing. First, you need to create a new virtual machine by clicking on New Virtual Machine. Choose typical, it doesn't matter in this way. Choose the installer disk and point to Windows 11 ISO image, which you downloaded from official Microsoft website. Then click next, then choose the operating system. And as we don't have Windows 11 we don't have Windows 11 in options, we will select Windows 10 x64 edition, then click next. Then choose the locations that you are going to store the Windows files in. Then choose the size of the disk. Don't forget to set a 60 gigabyte of storage for the disk because Windows 11 require 60 gigabyte of storage. Then click next, then click finish. After creating the VM, all what you need to do after then is click settings and go to options. And under options, you will find an option called access control. Click on it and enable the encryption for this machine. Type any password that you can remember because this password will be used to open this machine at any time after the installation. So I choose a simple password from 1 to 6, then I will click encrypt. After encrypting machine, click edit virtual machine settings once again. And in hardware, click add and then choose trusted platform module and then click finish. After finalizing these steps, you can I am going to ensure that I have sufficient amount of memory. So as I said, I will set like 496. After then power on the machine, the Windows installation will get started. After choosing the required or the needed edition, remember the home edition is the least in terms of capability. It cannot join domain and it need active Microsoft account in order to log into the machine. The Pro edition is the minimum edition that will be able to join a domain and also have the capability of logging to the machine locally, create a local account, at the same way you was doing with Windows 10. So all what you need to do after then is to click power on. If you need to follow the installation steps, I recommend you to watch a video that I will leave at the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video was informative for you, and I will keep you updated once Oracle released or officially release a new edition that support the TPM emulation. Thank you very much, and goodbye.